Hey beautiful souls, if you're a Pisces or deeply connected to this sensitive, dreamy sign, listen closely. The first 5 days of June are not just any ordinary days. In fact, they could mark a turning point that feels like everything you've built or believed in might slip through your fingers. I'm talking about more than just money or material things, your emotional foundation. Your relationships, even your inner peace could be on the line if you don't take action right now. Why? Because the cosmos are stirring in ways that deeply affect Pisces energy. Neptune, the planet that rules your intuition and dreams, is casting a mysterious fog that can either guide you to profound clarity or lead you down a path of confusion and loss. Mercury's tricky communication patterns combined with Venus's tense aspects create a perfect storm of emotional vulnerability and financial risk. If you don't know what signs to watch for and how to protect yourself, you might find yourself overwhelmed or disconnected. But here's the truth I want to share with you today: this isn't a time to fear, it's a time to awaken. Your greatest strength as a Pisces is your ability to feel deeply and intuit wisely. And with the right awareness and grounded steps, you can navigate this cosmic challenge with grace and even transform it into a breakthrough. So stay with me till the end, because I'm going to guide you through exactly what's happening in the stars, how it affects your mind and heart, and most importantly, what you can do starting right now to safeguard your peace and power. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with fellow Pisces or anyone who needs this urgent cosmic guidance. Let's dive in and bring calm clarity to your June. When the stars align in certain ways, especially for a sign as uniquely sensitive as Pisces, it feels like the entire universe is whispering warnings. And June 1st through June 5th this year? That window isn't just another cosmic blip, it's a powerful, transformative moment with potential to shake the very foundation of what you know. If you're a Pisces, or someone who deeply resonates with their dreamy, intuitive nature, this period might bring unexpected challenges, things you might not be prepared for, but absolutely need to face head-on. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, and deep spiritual currents. Neptune's influence is like a mist that can either reveal profound truths or cloud your vision entirely. During early June, Neptune's energy becomes particularly intense, stirring the emotional waters beneath your calm surface. It's as if the fog rolls in thicker, and suddenly what seemed clear becomes uncertain. This isn't just astrology jargon, it's something you might feel as a growing inner confusion, a restless tug between your heart's desires and the harsh reality around you. Think about a time when you felt sure about a decision, only to realize later you'd overlooked something vital. That's Neptune's influence in action. It can blur boundaries, making it tough to separate intuition from wishful thinking. For Pisces, this tendency can become a trap. You might find yourself daydreaming or escaping into fantasies to avoid uncomfortable truths, but during this June period, doing so risks deeper losses, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually. I once spoke with a Pisces friend who found herself caught in a toxic relationship precisely during a Neptune-heavy transit like this. She told me how she ignored red flags because her intuition was clouded by hope and fear. And before she knew it, she'd lost years of peace and trust in herself. Stories like hers remind us that Neptune's gift is also a challenge: to learn discernment without losing our natural empathy and openness. Mercury, the messenger planet, adds another layer to this cosmic cocktail. Around early June, Mercury's energy is tricky, communication misfires, misunderstandings, and delayed decisions become common themes. For Pisces, whose boundaries between inner feelings and outer reality are already porous, this can cause confusion that feels almost overwhelming. You might hear gossip that isn't true, or your own thoughts might spiral into doubts that paralyze action. Imagine sending a text to clarify something important, only to get a confusing reply that fuels your anxiety. Or planning a meeting that gets postponed repeatedly, leaving you stuck in uncertainty. Mercury's shadow during this time makes it crucial to pause before reacting. Don't rush to conclusions. and double-check facts before making any big moves. At the same time, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and money, makes tense aspects with Neptune and Mercury, stirring emotional and financial vulnerability. This is not the time for impulsive spending or trusting new romantic promises without clear evidence. Venus challenges Pisces to examine where their heart might be clouding judgment, especially in relationships or financial choices. A practical way to protect yourself is to slow down spending, avoid loans or risky investments, and take a hard look at who truly supports your emotional well-being. If you feel pressured to say yes to something that sounds too good to be true, trust that hesitation. This period calls for grounded decisions rather than emotional leaps. Emotionally, Pisces is naturally empathetic and sometimes prone to absorbing other people's feelings. The planetary dance in early June intensifies this, making you more vulnerable to mood swings or emotional exhaustion. You might find yourself drained after social interactions or overwhelmed by the heaviness of news and events around you. One way to combat this is to create simple, daily rituals that help you release and reset your energy. This could be as easy as spending a few minutes in mindful breathing, journaling your feelings, or walking barefoot on grass or sand to reconnect with the Earth's calming vibrations. Remember, protecting your emotional boundaries is not selfish, it's necessary for your survival. The key here is balance. You don't want to shut off your sensitivity, that's your superpower, but you need to learn how to filter what you take in. This is where practical self-awareness becomes a game changer. Asking yourself, is this my emotion or someone else's, can help you start reclaiming control. If you've ever felt lost in a sea of feelings, unsure if you're drowning in your own reality or someone else's drama, you're not alone. Many Pisces face this challenge, especially during turbulent planetary phases. But by recognizing these patterns early, you can make choices that safeguard your peace. The cosmic energy of Neptune, Mercury, and Venus weaving through your sign in early June is like a warning light flashing on your spiritual dashboard. It invites you to slow down, tune in deeply, and act with conscious intention. Ignoring these signals might leave you vulnerable to losses that could have been avoided, not just in money, but in trust, self-worth, and emotional clarity. This is why I'm so passionate about guiding you through this phase with awareness and practical wisdom. Because Pisces are natural healers, visionaries, and dreamers, the world needs you fully grounded, not lost in the fog. So, as we move forward in this video, I'll share with you clear, mindful steps to protect yourself, build resilience, and even transform this challenging period into a breakthrough. We'll explore rituals, mindset shifts, and real-world strategies that have helped many Pisces like you not only survive but thrive when the stars get stormy. Stay with me, because what comes next will reveal how to turn these cosmic warnings into your greatest strength. You deserve to move through June with calm, clarity, and a deep sense of peace. When you truly dive into the Pisces experience, especially during turbulent cosmic phases, you begin to understand that emotions aren't just feelings, they're a form of energy that can either uplift or drain you. Early June's planetary influences amplify this like a magnifying glass over your heart, and many Pisces find themselves facing emotional waves far bigger than usual. It's almost as if the ocean inside you is restless, pushing and pulling you in ways that feel both confusing and overwhelming. Imagine waking up one morning and suddenly feeling like the weight of everyone else's problems is pressing down on you, even though you barely spoke to anyone the day before. This heightened sensitivity isn't just a mood, it's a signal from your subconscious that your boundaries need attention. For Pisces, who are naturally empathetic and open, this can be a tricky dance to master. You want to feel deeply and connect meaningfully, but without a protective barrier, you risk being emotionally drained or overwhelmed. A good friend of mine, also a Pisces, shared how during one Neptune-heavy transit, she would come home feeling utterly exhausted after socializing, even with close friends. She didn't realize at first that she was subconsciously absorbing their worries and sadness as if they were her own. What changed everything was when she learned to visualize a gentle shield around her, a kind of energetic filter that let love and support through but kept negativity at bay. This simple mindfulness practice, combined with setting firm but kind boundaries, helped her reclaim her energy and feel more grounded. This is why establishing clear emotional boundaries is one of the most practical and vital tools you can develop. Especially now. Saying no doesn't mean you care less, it means you're honoring your well-being so you can truly be there for others in a sustainable way. Whether it's stepping back from draining conversations or limiting your exposure to stressful news. These conscious choices are acts of self-love that strengthen your emotional resilience. Financially, early June can also feel like walking on a tightrope for Pisces. With Venus, the planet of money and values, tangled in a complicated dance with Neptune and Mercury, it's easy to be swept up by impulse or misinformation. The stories are all too common. A Pisces who trusted a seemingly generous investment opportunity, only to find it was a scam, or who felt pressured to make a big purchase out of fear or emotional need rather than clear logic. One young Pisces I know almost bought an expensive gadget during this period because it promised a sense of escape and comfort. But the price was way beyond her budget. She caught herself just in time, realizing that the emotional craving driving the impulse was temporary, not a true need. She took a deep breath, stepped away, and later used that money to invest in a meditation course that brought lasting peace and clarity. Learning to pause and reflect before financial decisions is especially crucial now. Ask yourself what feelings might be pushing you: fear, loneliness, the desire to escape, and whether these emotions are clouding your judgment. Ground yourself by checking facts, consulting trusted friends or advisors, and making decisions based on long-term well-being rather than short-lived emotional urges. This mindful approach not only protects your wallet but also strengthens your relationship with money as a tool for security and growth. Relationships, too, are under the cosmic spotlight during these days. The planetary tension can create emotional misunderstandings or magnify insecurities, making it easy to misread words or intentions. Pisces' natural inclination to empathize deeply means you might take things personally or feel hurt more easily, even when no harm was intended. A Pisces couple I heard about found themselves caught in a loop of small miscommunications that escalated because both partners assumed the worst. They finally broke the cycle by consciously slowing down conversations and practicing reflective listening, where each person repeats back what they heard before responding. This simple but powerful tool created space for clarity, trust, and deeper connection. If you notice yourself spiraling into negative assumptions or emotional overwhelm, try to ground your feelings by stepping back. Reflect on whether your reactions are based on facts or fears. Give yourself permission to pause before responding, and if possible, communicate your feelings openly without blame. This kind of emotional honesty nurtures understanding and can prevent small sparks from turning into big fires. Pisces' tendency to escape can also ramp up during this period. Whether it's through daydreaming, immersing in fantasy, or even unhealthy habits, the pull to disconnect from difficult realities becomes stronger when emotions run high. This is a natural coping mechanism, but left unchecked, it can lead to deeper isolation or avoidance. Transforming this impulse into mindful self-care is key. Instead of escaping, turn to practices that ground and heal you: journaling your feelings, gentle yoga, creative outlets like painting or music, or spending time in nature. These activities help you process emotions without losing touch with the present moment. When you allow yourself this healthy expression, you reduce the urge to run away and build a stronger foundation for facing life's challenges. One Pisces artist I know channels her emotional storms into her paintings, creating vibrant expressions of her inner world that inspire others. This kind of transformation shows how sensitive energy, when embraced consciously, can become a source of strength and beauty rather than vulnerability. At the core, what this period asks of you is radical self-awareness and kindness. To recognize where your emotions are coming from, to respect your limits, and to choose actions that nourish your soul. This journey isn't always easy, but it's deeply empowering, helping you move from feeling overwhelmed and at risk of losing control to reclaiming your power with grace and wisdom. And remember, these challenging waves won't last forever. By cultivating presence, setting boundaries, and nurturing your inner world, you create lasting resilience that carries you through not just this moment but all future storms. There's profound peace in knowing you have the tools to navigate uncertainty with a calm heart. So, as we continue exploring what the cosmos holds for Pisces this June, keep this invitation close. Approach your emotions as a guide, not a jailer. Stay curious about what your feelings reveal, and trust that within you lies the strength to weather any storm. The next part of this video will dive deeper into practical rituals and mindset shifts to help you harness this cosmic energy for healing and growth. If you're finding value in this journey, remember to like and share the video so more Pisces can awaken to their true power. Let's move forward together with open hearts and clear minds. There's something profound about the way the moon's phases mirror our emotional tides, especially for Pisces. In early June, the moon's journey through the sky plays a subtle but powerful role in amplifying what you feel inside. It's like the moon is syncing with your internal rhythm, stirring up feelings that might have been lying beneath the surface, waiting to be acknowledged. This is no ordinary lunar cycle. It's a cosmic invitation to tune in deeply and honor the waves of emotion that rise and fall. During these days, you might notice moments when your mood feels unusually intense or fluctuating without clear reason. This lunar energy interacts with Neptune's fog and Mercury's communication challenges, creating a perfect storm for emotional ups and downs. It's easy to feel pulled between hope and fear, clarity and confusion. The key is to remember that these emotional waves are natural. And rather than resisting them, you can learn to surf with them. Practices like gentle breathwork or journaling your feelings as the moon waxes or wanes can help you stay centered and aware, turning what might feel like emotional chaos into a powerful source of insight. Pisces are natural boundary crossers, emotionally, mentally, and energetically. But during intense planetary activity, the need for firm personal boundaries becomes even more critical. This isn't about shutting others out, but about protecting your own space so you don't lose yourself in the process. Boundaries are the invisible fences that keep your emotional garden safe and flourishing. One Pisces woman I know struggled for years because she found it hard to say no, especially to people she cared about. She often ended up drained, resentful, and confused about where she ended and others began. Learning to set clear, compassionate boundaries transformed her relationships and inner peace. She started small, by politely declining invitations when she needed rest, or expressing her needs honestly in conversations. The results were remarkable. She felt more energized, connected, and authentic. Setting boundaries might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to prioritizing others' needs above your own. But during early June's cosmic challenges, this practice becomes essential self-care. When you honor your limits, you create space to recharge and respond with clarity rather than react out of overwhelm or guilt. Energy cleansing and protection become vital tools in your spiritual toolkit during this time. Because Pisces absorb so much from their environment, regularly clearing your energy is like resetting your emotional compass. Whether it's using crystals like amethyst or black tourmaline, smudging with sage or palo santo, or simply spending time near water, these rituals help wash away stagnant energies and recharge your spirit. A Pisces friend shared how a simple nightly ritual of holding rose quartz while repeating affirmations about self-love and protection transformed her anxiety into calm. These small acts of mindfulness create powerful energetic shifts that keep you grounded even when the outer world feels turbulent. Your astrological chart holds the blueprint to understanding where these energies touch you most deeply. During early June, certain houses in your chart, areas of life like career, home, or relationships, are stirred by these planetary transits. This personalized cosmic map reveals which parts of your life might feel under pressure and which might offer opportunities for growth. Many Pisces overlook the power of knowing their houses and focus only on their sun sign. But when you understand that your second house might be activated, for example, you realize why money or self-worth issues come into sharp focus. Or if your seventh house of partnerships is stirred, relationship tensions make more sense. This awareness allows you to approach challenges with insight rather than confusion, seeing them as invitations for growth rather than random misfortune. It's important to remember that early June's cosmic patterns can also bring old karmic lessons back to the surface. Life has a way of recycling unfinished business, and for Pisces, this might feel like reliving past emotional wounds or patterns that no longer serve your highest good. Recognizing these cycles is empowering because it gives you a chance to heal, release, and rewrite your story. One Pisces I met described how she found herself repeating similar heartbreaks until she consciously worked on understanding her role in these patterns. Through therapy and astrology, she uncovered limiting beliefs rooted in childhood and began transforming them. This process was painful but liberating, turning past pain into wisdom and compassion. Intuition is Pisces' greatest gift but also their greatest challenge to trust fully. Early June's planetary mix can blur the line between true intuitive insight and wishful thinking or fear-based illusions. It's like trying to read a foggy signpost. You want to trust what you see, but doubts creep in. Learning to distinguish authentic gut feelings from Neptune's mirages is a skill that comes with practice and mindfulness. One technique to hone your intuition is to observe your body's responses. True intuition often feels calm and steady, while fearful or imagined scenarios create tension or unease. Pausing to breathe and check in with your body before making big decisions can provide clarity that mental chatter alone cannot. Pisces are also deeply influenced by their connections with other zodiac signs, especially during turbulent times. Some signs bring grounding energy, like Taurus or Capricorn, helping you stay rooted and practical. Others, like Gemini or Sagittarius, might add confusion or distraction if you're not careful. Understanding these dynamics allows you to choose where to spend your time and energy wisely. A Pisces client I worked with found immense relief by leaning on a grounded Capricorn friend during early June's chaos. Their steady presence helped her navigate financial and emotional uncertainty with more confidence. Knowing who supports you energetically is as important as knowing your own boundaries. Stories of Pisces navigating these cosmic storms abound, but each one teaches us something valuable about resilience, self-awareness, and growth. The key takeaway? These challenging days don't have to be a time of loss. With conscious action and heartfelt awareness, they can become the soil in which your strongest self takes root. As we wrap up this section, keep this in mind: the stars are not here to scare you but to guide you. They invite you to wake up, pay attention, and step into your power with wisdom and grace. The next part of this video will share specific rituals and mindset shifts to help you do exactly that, so stay close. And let's keep moving forward together. In life, sometimes the most powerful lessons come wrapped in the challenge of repeating old patterns. Early June's cosmic currents seem to have a knack for stirring up these past themes for Pisces. It's almost like the universe gently, or not so gently, reminds you that certain wounds, beliefs, or behaviors need to be healed, freed, or transformed. These aren't random hardships but invitations to break free from cycles that have held you back for too long. You might find yourself facing a situation that feels eerily familiar, a difficult relationship dynamic, a recurring fear, or a self-sabotaging habit. While it's tempting to push away these uncomfortable echoes from the past, leaning into them with compassion can open the door to deep healing. One Pisces I know went through several heartbreaks until she realized she was unconsciously drawn to partners who mirrored unresolved childhood fears. Once she understood this, she started therapy, used astrology as a guide to recognize these patterns, and gradually rewrote her story. That courage to face the past turned her pain into a pathway for growth. This process isn't easy, and it requires self-awareness and patience. But it's also a profound act of self-love, a commitment to not letting history define your future. Remember, These challenges are not signs of failure but signals that your soul is ready for transformation. Among Pisces' greatest gifts is intuition, a kind of inner compass that guides you through life's fog. However, early June's planetary influences can make it tricky to distinguish between true intuitive insights and Neptune's illusions or wishful thinking. When your gut feels strong, it's like a clear, calm beacon. But when intuition gets clouded, it can feel like chasing shadows or second-guessing everything. The way to sharpen this intuitive edge is by cultivating mindfulness and body awareness. Instead of rushing to act on every feeling or thought, pause and check in with your physical sensations. Does your chest feel open and calm, or tight and anxious? Often, true intuition comes with a sense of peace, even if the message is challenging. Learning this subtle difference takes practice, but it's a game changer. A Pisces client of mine found that journaling her dreams and intuitive flashes daily helped her sort through messages that were helpful from those that stirred fear or confusion. Over time, she built trust in her inner voice and learned to act with confidence rather than hesitation. This process deepens your relationship with yourself and helps you navigate even the most confusing cosmic tides. The stars also remind us that we are not isolated beings. Pisces energy is deeply connected to others, and the signs around you influence how you experience life. During this turbulent time, certain zodiac energies can serve as anchors, friends or mentors with grounding, stabilizing qualities who help you see clearly and stay balanced. Signs like Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo tend to offer practical support, helping you focus on what's real and achievable. On the other hand, airy or mutable signs like Gemini or Sagittarius might bring distraction or uncertainty if you're not mindful. Knowing who to lean on and when is part of the wisdom you cultivate as a Pisces navigating this complex planetary landscape. A friend of mine, a Capricorn, became a steady rock for a Pisces going through a confusing financial decision during early June. Their calm, grounded presence balanced the Piscean tendency to be overwhelmed by possibilities and fears. This kind of energetic support reminds us that we thrive in community and connection, especially when the stars feel stormy. Every Pisces journey through these days is unique, but the universal message is clear, with awareness, grounded action, and heartfelt self-care. You can transform cosmic challenges into personal breakthroughs. Your sensitivity, empathy, and intuition are precious gifts when nurtured wisely. As we bring this exploration to a close, remember that the cosmic energies at play are not here to scare or limit you but to awaken you. They invite you to look inward with kindness, set healthy boundaries, and trust your inner guidance. The power to navigate June's challenges lies within you, steady, wise, and deeply connected to your true self. Before we part, I want to remind you to take care of yourself during this intense time. Create moments each day for grounding, whether it's meditation, walking in nature, or a simple breathing exercise. Protect your energy fiercely, and reach out to those who uplift and support you. These practices aren't just survival tools, they're acts of love that deepen your peace and strength. If this video has resonated with you, please show some love by liking it, subscribing to Zen Mind Peaceful Life, and sharing it with other Pisces or anyone who might benefit from this cosmic guidance. Your support helps this community grow and thrive, creating a space where we can all navigate the stars with calm and clarity. I'd love to hear your experiences too. Have you felt these energies? What rituals or mindset shifts have helped you through tough times? Drop your thoughts in the comments below so we can learn and grow together. Thank you for spending this time here with me. Remember, the universe is always on your side, even when it feels challenging. Keep your heart open, your mind clear, and your spirit strong. Until next time, stay peaceful, stay mindful, and keep shining your beautiful Pisces light.